Yo, what's good, everybody? Y'all already know what time it is. We coming back at y'all again. It's the Fox Cave Chronicles. Your girl Fox is here, and who do we have in the cave tonight?
Carrol O'Connor.
Use your mic, Carol.
Carrol O'Connor, Rhyme and Reason Foundation. I thought my mellifluous voice would carry on.
Yeah, we've been chopping it up before the show, and I am so excited to have her here. We have so much to talk about tonight. First of all, shout out to my team, Rooster Black and Jonathan Hollins. Shout out to all my awesome, amazing sponsors for season 2 of the Fox Cave Chronicles. Ayana Pride, my very first sponsor for season 2 for the entire season. Big shout out to her. Yeah, I just had a carbonated beverage and I got a burp. I'm trying to hold it in, but if it come out, it just come out. My boy Steve Hendricks over there at Hendricks Tattoos and Piercings right here in Jackson, Mississippi. If you're looking to get tatted up, he's the one to go to. If you want to get that sleeve you've always been dying to get, or if you want that piercing that you've always wanted, he's the guy to go to. He got you. Google Hendricks Tattoos and Piercings, Facebook Hendricks Tattoos, and Instagram Stevie Hendricks 87, owner and artist. Hit him up, he got you. Shout out to Cliff Brewster, Paul Mo Volvo, 740 Lawson Street, Jackson, Mississippi. If you're looking for a ride, he got you. He's your guy. He's gonna put you in something nice and affordable, car, truck, SUV, whatever you need. And make sure you tell him that Foxy sent you. We appreciate you, Cliff. Shout out to Arthur Latoya Lawson. Man, listen, if you haven't picked up that My Sitter book series on Amazon, what are you waiting for? Go pick it up now. Not now, but after the show. You know what I'm saying? Go pick it up and check it out. And also go check out all her hot videos on YouTube. She's an awesome female rap artist as well. So we appreciate Arthur Toy for being there you go. Excuse me, Carol. Silver Fox sponsor. Hey, this raw and uncut, man. We appreciate you, Arthur Toy. Thank you so much. Shout out to Benita McGee, my awesome family friend that just wanted to support the Fox Cave Chronicles just because. We appreciate you so much. Serena Davis, Paradise Skates and Events, 2460 Terry Road, Suite 1600. Listen, y'all, we have a skating rink now in Jackson that's open. Let's go out and support. It's also available for events, parties. Hey, listen, Friday night lip sync Friday. Come on out, win some cash, enjoy yourself, have a good time. I mean, Carol, I don't know about you, but I love free money.
Oh, yeah, I think it's a nice thing to have in life. Free money is something that the words don't usually go together.
I'm telling you now. So, hey, if I could win some free cash, hey, I wouldn't want to miss out on that. So, let's go out and support these Black-owned businesses and these awesome events that they're bringing for us to have. Fun, safe events in a safe environment. So come on out and support Paradise Skates and Events. Serena Davis, we appreciate you for being a Red Fox sponsor for season 2 on the Fox Cave Chronicles. And y'all make sure y'all pay attention to my pages, my groups, because I post all these flyers so y'all can keep up with these events so y'all can know what's going on and what time this, that, and the other. So, Lip Sync Fridays, door open at 9 and the show starts at 11. So make sure you come on out and have a good time. Thank you, Serena and Paradise Skates and Events. Shout out to OG Snap. We waiting on that album to drop, man. Listen, he got a private listening party coming up May 28th. If you would like to be a part of this event, hit him up and he can give you the details about that. On that same day, he will be having an interview with the Fox Cave Chronicles at 9 p.m. So make sure y'all tune in for that as well. He's doing big things, putting that hard work in. So we're patiently waiting on that album drop. So big old shout out to OG Snap. If anyone would like to be a sponsor for season 2 of the Fox Cave Chronicles, all you gotta do is hit me up and I can give you the details. We got 3 sponsor packages available. You could do the Arctic Fox, you could do the Silver Fox, or you could do the Red Fox. Either way, you can't lose. So hit me up and I can give you those details. Carrol, let's get into
right?
First of all, welcome to the Fox Cave Chronicles. It's so good to have you.
Thank you so much for inviting me, Foxy. I'm really happy to be here.
Yes. First of all, y'all, let me tell y'all how I met Carrol. Bun B concert in Fondren. I would have never guessed that she would be there. Of course, at this time, I didn't know you.
Yeah.
So I'm right at the front. You know what I'm saying? I'm right up here at the stage. And, they had a lot of artists opening up, and lo and behold, I look up, Carrol is on stage.
I know, somebody told me.
Carrol done got pulled on stage, y'all, by one of the artists. At this point, I'm losing my mind because she dancing and twerking and everything else, and I mean just getting it. The artist, he took his shirt off. Carrol was rubbing all on his chest. We had a good time that night, and ever since then, I've been Facebook friends and following you, and I'm just so interested in all the things that you got going on, because you got a lot of great stuff going on.
Well, thank you. The main thing that I've been working on for a number of years is the nonprofit foundation we have here called Rhyme and Reason Foundation.
Yes.
It's based here in Jackson, and it's for international education using elements of hip-hop culture to help young people improve their lives.
Well, first of all, before we get into that, tell us your background. Are you from Jackson? Where are you from? That good stuff.
No, where I'm from is kind of a paragraph, not just a couple words. I moved here from Arizona, and I moved here in 2009.
Okay.
But in 2009, I was just finishing up my PhD at Jackson State in urban higher education, and I wrote my dissertation on using hip-hop in teacher training.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. And I had to interview a lot of different people, teachers, who were actually using hip hop in education. And one of the people I got to interview was David Banner.
Really, Carrol?
Yeah, because he used to be a teacher. I'm sure he never had any trouble in his classroom.
How did that go?
Oh, that went really well. The interview with him, it went really well. He's, of course, a very highly educated and articulate person who can explain things in complete nuances of meaning. So when he would give an answer to a question, it was so precise. It was perfectly beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Tell us, why was the Rhyme and Reason started?
Well, we started it in Cape Coast, Ghana. I have a friend there that I had met in Ghana, a rapper named Ambassador. And Ambassador now lives in Atlanta. And Ambassador and I met, and then we talked about having an event there.
Right.
So we had a hip-hop event at Oasis Hotel in Cape Coast, and all these artists came out and performed. It was so nice. And we had a scholarly presentation by a guy from the University in Kumasi. And the event was so successful, we decided to have another larger one a few months later. So in between those two events, we established Rhyme and Reason as a nonprofit in Cape Coast.
Awesome, yes.
So that was nice. That was the start of it. And then when I moved here to Jackson, I went, we need to have it here. Because the reason I moved to Jackson was because it has the best rap music in the world.
Come through, Carrol. You know what to say.
It's true. It's true. I think I'm the only person who moved here because of rap music, but here I am.
Carrol, I see you everywhere. You at all these concerts. Carrol, I went to the 3-6 Mafia reunion concert, and you were there.
Yeah, for sure. That was so amazing. That was my present to myself.
Carrol, I was way up in the nosebleed section, baby. You was down on the floor.
I was right up, yeah, for sure.
Yes. I'm like, she got pictures and everything. I'm so jealous.
I got the picture. That was my present to myself, to go and see them in person, because I never had a chance to see them perform before. They're so amazing.
At that moment, I knew it was real.
Yeah, for sure.
I knew it was real with you, baby. I knew it was real. I said, Carrol at the 3-6 Mafia concert. What the heck?
Man, that was really dope.
It was an epic event.
It really was.
Oh my gosh, man! I that was one for the books for me, most definitely, because each and every member was there except for the ones that's deceased.
Yeah, exactly.
And so
we don't want them there,
right? Because baby, I was gonna be out of there.
For sure.
I was gonna be out of there if I hadn't seen her, but yeah, it was an epic event. Okay, and I'm such a But man, yeah, man, and that's how I'm like, Carol's into music, she's into the arts. Tell us about the graffiti and everything. Tell us about that.
Oh, graffiti is such a powerful art form. It's a mobile art gallery that we have coming through Jackson every day on these trains. Whenever I'm downtown and I go on my way back home, I live in North Jackson. When I'm on my way home, I always swing by Mill Street and get pictures of today's crop of graffiti.
Yes, that's why I first seen those pictures was actually on your page.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, man, that's some dope stuff right here.
Really dope stuff. And I don't know who those artists are. They're from all over the country, I guess.
Yes.
But some of them have the most beautiful art and different styles of graffiti lettering. It's just a gorgeous and powerful art form that really speaks to people, and really speaks especially to young people.
Yes, yes, yes. Are you involved with any graffiti artists here?
I haven't been able to meet a couple of the artists I've been trying to get a hold of. If anybody knows Squid or Asset, please tell them to contact me.
Squid and Asset.
Yeah, Squid and Asset, yeah, for sure. Don't play, I see your art all over the place. and then there's a couple of really good muralists here. Sabrina Howard is one, and
shout out to Sabrina Howard. I had the chance to interview her.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, she's a wonderful artist.
Awesome.
Fine art and mural art. She's amazing. And then also, let's see, Justin Ransford. He's a wonderful muralist too, and he's going to be participating in our event that we have on Juneteenth.
Oh, tell us about that, Carrol.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's called Off the Wall, and it has kind of double meaning because graffiti art, sometimes people don't like it. They say, oh, it's vandalism.
Right, right.
Oh, I think it's
haters.
You know, exactly. We're going to paint your house and you don't like it. For real?
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, that event is going to be over at what used to be Skinny's, and it's now 123 Depot
right.
on Tier Street in Midtown area. And we have Joe Rowan Eagle coming back to Jackson. He's Apache Indian guy from San Carlos Apache Reservation in Arizona. And he's going to be coming through and doing graffiti. And he and Justin are going to team up on some projects. The theme of these are going to be love, peace, and unity.
Yes.
Every place in the world is lacking in at the moment.
Most definitely.
Ooh, and so it's not going to necessarily say those things in graffiti lettering or indicate it in any kind of corny way in visualization, but let the artists interpret how they want. I never tell people what to paint or what to write or anything. Right. I just like to be supportive to their talent and give it a chance to shine. You know, they need it. They deserve it. And we need them.
Awesome, Carol. I love it, Carol. I love it. Okay, what about, correct me, I'm trying to say it right. Is it Generation Hip Hop Global?
Yes.
I got it.
You got it. Generation Hip Hop Global is based in South Africa, and they have chapters in about 70 countries and cities and states and regions of the world. And about a year and a half ago, I was fortunate to be able to be appointed Generation Hip Hop Global Manager for Mississippi.
Wow, Carol.
And so I thought, that's not really something I should have, so I passed it on to a local rap artist here.
Look how nice you are.
No, I think it's important. You know, I mean, I don't want to, it's not for me to have my face up in the front of everything. I don't care. The main thing is to be able to bring other people out and let them shine and let them have opportunities. That's what Rhyme and Reason is all about. That's what I'm all about.
Yes. That's so great. That's great. That's great. I love it. I love it. Carol, tell me about your duck.
My duck? I have 2 ducks now. Their names are Breadfruit.
I didn't know you had another one.
Yeah, Breadfruit and Papaya. And they're both laying eggs every day. So I have 3 duck eggs all the time. And I have 2 young refugee guys living at my house. I'm a foster parent, which makes people laugh. They go, you don't say anything. I know, huh? But anyway, they don't want to eat duck eggs. They said, ooh. So I thought, well, that's all right. There's the only words I know in the Portuguese language are mushbika, which means more for me.
Yeah. So how did you end up with
Oh, there's an organization here in Jackson called Catholic Charities. And what they do is they find foster homes for refugees from several different countries who are legally entering the U.S. and with a refugee status. And then after being here for a year, they can get a green card. And the two guys that I have living at my house are 19 years old, and they're from Eritrea, the country just adjacent to Ethiopia. Mm-hmm. It used to be part of Ethiopia, so it's same language and everything.
Right.
And I used to live in Ethiopia for a couple of years, so I already have that kind of link of understanding their culture and feeling comfortable with them and making them feel comfortable with me. And they work all the time. They're really hardworking guys. They're clean, hardworking, honest, nothing to complain about.
Right. Oh man, that's great. That's great, Carol. Because I follow you and everything, and I've always seen, I'm like, she's in Africa, she's
yeah.
here, she's there,
I like to keep moving around.
You do. Now I know you said you got the Juneteenth event coming up. What else do you have coming up?
Well, one thing we had that just came up was the Telling Our Own Stories book.
Tell us about it.
This one, I don't know how I can best show it.
Yeah.
Telling Our Own Stories. I'd like to give this one to you.
Oh, thank you.
For sure. It's a journal of young people's writing and art from about 12 to 15 different countries and cultures. So we have a lot of people from different African countries. The introduction to this issue, check it out. One B said he was going to do it, but he got too busy he was doing hurricane relief efforts last year, so I kind of didn't connect up with him and in time. And so the one who wrote the intro is Ndaba Mandela, Nelson Mandela's grandson.
Awesome.
Who's the chairman of Generation Hip Hop Global.
Yes.
So, Bun's coming here again in August 28th, I think. And for a concert with several other people, Bomb, MJG, Mystical, all those people. Calm down, Carol.
Yeah. Calm down, Foxy.
Yeah. And so I think I'll have a chance to see him then, and hopefully he'll be able to write the intro for issue number 8.
Yes.
The people, I gotta boast about this a little bit, the people who have written intros for our books before, the first issue, the introduction was written by C. Murder.
Really, Carol?
Yeah, and he was so happy with it. I sent him a copy from Ethiopia. He was so happy with it, they invited me to Angola, so I got to spend a day with him there at Angola. That was what an honor,
Carol.
What an honor, for real.
Oh, man.
That was great.
You doing it. You've been doing it, though, Carol. Like, seriously.
And then 8-Ball wrote one of the intros for one of the issues, and Lucy wrote one. And Lil C wrote one. And let's see, Diddy Yo, Ethiopia's most famous rap artist, who's coming back here next month. He wrote the intro for the previous issue before this.
Man, Carol, that ain't never good stuff.
It's so good because it makes the people in the book feel validated and that they're in something really good. Because the light that shines on everybody.
Most definitely.
And this guy's really cool. He's a graffiti artist in Ghana. The way I found him was I was in Cape Coast and I was looking for graffiti artists, and on the street, was painted something for a festival that they're having in Cape Coast, and then it said King B and his phone number, so I took a picture of it. And when I got back to the Capitol, I called him up, and then he came over and talked and everything. Really a good guy.
Man, that's great. That is great, Carol. Man, good stuff in here. This is mine. So how can people get this if they want?
I only had the ability to get a fairly small number of them this time because they're expensive to print out. If somebody wants a print copy, I might be able to give you one, or if you could make us a little donation, it would help. But I can easily email it to anyone.
All right, so
I have it electronically, so I can easily email it.
Yes.
Because I'd like as many people as possible to have it and to see it and everything. The cover was done by an Ethiopian artist whom I have not even met in person yet. I get all these Facebook requests, and I always look and see if they're involved in anything that's of mutual interest. And this guy is an artist, obviously. And so on his page, I saw that, and he wasn't mentioning anything about art. So I asked him, I said, "Is this your art?"
Right.
And he said, "Yes." And I, "Oh, it's so beautiful. Can we use it in our book, telling our own stories?" And told him what the book was about and everything. So he agreed.
Just like that.
Just like that. Because it's an advantage for the people who are in it. We don't make anything from this. As a matter of fact, as we were saying earlier, I have to spend a lot of my own funds to be able to do all these things.
I know what you mean, honey.
But it's worth it because it gives joy to other people and gives them exposure for their talent. Mm-hmm. We've gotten really positive feedback from a number of people. One guy from Kenya who is now living in Vienna, and he said that after his work was published in our book, that people in the media started interviewing him in Kenya. Because you know how it is when you're in your home place, nobody cares about what you do. But if somebody else recognizes you, then they go, "Oh, he's really got something."
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true.
So that helped him. And then we've had several young guys in particular in the book from San Carlos Apache Reservation and a couple of other places that were having serious emotional and mental breakdown issues because of trauma in their lives, and able to help them through the book to express themselves. Because when you can get something out of your emotions and onto paper, it helps. And then having other people see where you are in your life, you realize you're not alone.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about, Carrol. I love it. And I cannot wait to read it, honey, because I'm going to read it.
Look in the back there, there's a picture of Bun B with the
Let
book.
me see. Who got sure is.
And Angie Thomas.
I think I saw this on your page.
Oh, I'm sure, because I put it up there. It's all proudly.
Look. Okay, Boosie.
And Mayor Lumumba.
Yes, I see.
And Kevin Powell, famous writer and actor from New York.
Hey, I see Mookie Montana in here.
Yep.
And Scottie Pippen.
That was cool. That was an event.
And Remedy. Hey, y'all in here. Y'all ain't told nobody nothing. You hear me? That's awesome, Carrol.
That was cool. That was a Juneteenth event in Drew that I heard about from a contact, and so then I put Scotty onto it, so they went up for it. And of course, I went up for it too.
Nice.
Oh, and this was a hip hop event we had in Ghana 2 years ago. Ambassador, the guy I mentioned to you before, this is him, and he organized this event in Cape Coast. He's an excellent event organizer, and so it was a very productive event. We had a mini conference. This guy from Atlanta giving advice to young people about how to form a team so that you can all be successful.
Right.
Getting a rapper and a producer and a graphic designer and different people who have different skills. It's all hip hop. Get everybody together and form a strong team so that everyone can be successful. So that's part of our program too, is mentoring, helping the young people just with some guidance or some suggestions. Not telling them what to do, but making some suggestions of what's available for them and some ideas that have worked for other people, and then they can decide on their own what to do.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Now, Carrol, I'm going to say this. When I made the post that you was coming on the show tonight, right? I had one of my Facebook friends jumped up under there and said, "You was this old English teacher."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, from Wingfield High School.
Yeah.
When I was teaching at Wingfield, I had, I know this will surprise you, no books really for the students, no media of any sort in the room. And so I thought, no problem. So I had my students write autobiographies, and they did a really good job. It was in 10 chapters. Each chapter just had to only be a few paragraphs. But in having them do that, they were not only expressing themselves and reflecting on their own lives, which is very important, but also they were learning things that I snuck in on them, like doing things in a process and in chronological order, and all the things that are important in terms of storytelling, effective storytelling.
Right. Great.
And some of them were young rappers that I'm still in contact with.
I can imagine.
They used to ditch their classes and come to my class, and I didn't let them do it all the time because I knew I'd get in trouble and they'd hated it sometimes, because there was more going on of interest in my classroom than where they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
Probably, just guessing.
Now, Carol, have you always been into music, or when did that?
I'm not really sure. Well, my interest in hip hop just started real suddenly in 2003. But before that, I've kind of alternated during my life, like going through periods of like 5 years at a time of not wanting to hear any music, and then going, I need music, and then jumping into different genres and international music and stuff, and then again having a period of silence for a while, and then again jumping into some music. So I jumped into hip hop, and it grabbed me and hadn't let go.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about, Carol.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I was just so blown away that night I met you, and I just had to have you on the show.
Well, thank you. I sure appreciate it.
I had to have you on the show. Do you have any encouraging words for the viewers that's watching tonight?
I don't know who's watching, but whatever you're doing, you're smart, you're beautiful, you're talented, and don't let anything hold you back. But I always like to tell people to just expand your horizons. Everything's bigger than you thought it was.
That's what I'm talking about, Carol. Now you gonna keep us updated on all the events and everything?
Of course. And I'd like to invite everybody to come out on June 19th to 123 Depot in Midtown, the former Skinnies, because we'll have graffiti and muralists there, graffiti artists and muralists there. And I think JB is going to arrange some event there also. So that will be really nice.
Awesome, Liz. Well, Carol, we're gonna let it ride at this point. But I'm definitely gonna have you back again.
Oh, great!
Before the Juneteenth event.
Okay, sounds great.
Yeah. So we can get on here and
sounds really
remind the people and promote it and everything.
Sounds excellent. Thank you so much, folks.
Awesome. No problem. We want to thank Carol for swinging down on the Foxcade Chronicles. If you need to put my charge in, you can. It's over there. Okay. We want to thank my girl Carrol for swinging down on the Foxcade Chronicles. She knows she is always more than welcome back here anytime.
Thank you.
Now look, you going to the concert?
Which one?
August 28th.
Hell yeah. I'm going to go down to the Coliseum now and wait,
Okay. Have they started selling the tickets yet?
I don't know, but whenever they do, that's one treat I always give myself, is just get as much up in the front as possible.
Yes.
Because
that's what I do. I always did that. I was like, baby, if I'm going to go, that 3-6 Mafia was the first concert that I didn't get to actually have floor seats and be close up.